I've got a bunch of topics here. I don't know which one I want to go with. You know what? We'll talk about the PC, the old shitty laptop. So I don't have it with me. It's out in the kitchen right now. That laptop, man. So for anyone who didn't pay attention to the video, I bought a HP EliteBook 8440p. Where is the chunky boy? It is this one right here. Look at that absolute fucking weapon. It's got a little nub here. It's got a shitty trackpad. The buttons barely work. When you close the screen, these fucking lock it in, which is crazy. It's got a fucking RJ11 port on it. It's got FireWire. It's got an eSATA port. Man, it's got a DVD drive. What a device. What a device. The main problem with it is it's a laptop from 2010 with a CPU that I think is from 2008 or 9. It has a first gen i7 in it. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM. It has a mechanical hard drive. Now, I did a video on this, so I was like, can Linux revive an old laptop? And I got a bunch of comments that did not watch the intro. They were like, but of course it's gonna run slowly. You ran it on spinning Rust. But the system has barely any RAM in it. You should have upgraded the... I know it has no RAM in it. I know it has a shitty hard drive. That was the point of the video. The point of the video wasn't, I'm going to spend 3 times the price of the laptop because I bought the laptop for 40 Australian dollars or 45 Australian dollars, something like that. It wasn't, I'm going to spend 3 times the price of the laptop upgrading the laptop. That was not the point of the video. The point of the video was a lot of people say, you can take an old laptop, you can put Linux on it, and then it performs way better. Turns out, no, it actually doesn't if you're running modern Linux. Like, that was the point of the video. Can I ignore the advice of sticking Puppy Linux and, I don't know, some other light environment on it? And how well does modern Linux actually work on this device? Like, that was the whole point of the video. And so many people in the comments did not understand it. They just kept telling me, like, you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done this. I know. I know. I said it in the intro. And I think a lot of people got angry with the video. They're like, I have a laptop from this era. It doesn't perform this badly. I have a laptop. The funny one was all the people that said they had a laptop that was that performed about as well, and they kept telling me they had an Ivy Bridge system, which is 2 generations newer than this laptop. I was like, firstly, no, you don't. Secondly, I don't think a lot of people actually know how these laptops actually perform, especially the people who own a laptop from this era. This might sound dumb, but if you have a laptop from this era, I think you forgot what it's actually like to use it with modern Linux, because you've probably done a RAM upgrade, you've probably done an SSD upgrade. These are major upgrades to a device this old. If you're going from, I think the device, it had like a 1, 2, or 4 gigabyte configuration. If you went from like the 2 gigabyte configuration up to 8 gigs, that's a massive upgrade. If you go from a lot of these laptops had a 5400 RPM drive in them to just literally any SSD on the market, that's a massive upgrade. You cannot compare a stock old shitty laptop to old shitty laptop with modern components that fix most of the problems with it. Like, those are not comparable scenarios, and that was the point of the video. The point of the video was to set a baseline on how it actually performs and what is this really like. I will be doing an SSD upgrade. I will be doing a RAM upgrade. It'll cost me, I think, about like $60 to $80. I'm going to get 2 sticks of 4 gigabyte. I think they are 1333 megahertz. Before anyone says, oh, you can get 1500 megahertz. No, I can't. This laptop doesn't support that. It needs to be the 1.5 volt, maximum 1333 megahertz. That is sodium DDR3. You can get some modules pretty cheap. The sad thing is the 1.35 volt ones are cheaper. Probably because, I don't know, maybe there's more of them, maybe less people want them, but they're cheaper. They're at half the price. So, that's annoying. And I'll probably just get the cheapest, literally just the cheapest SSD on the market and see what happens. If this doesn't improve performance and people are like, oh, you should have done this. I love all the people that were like, oh, you didn't have the NVIDIA drivers installed. This doesn't have an NVIDIA GPU. It doesn't have an NVIDIA GPU. Also, the people who are telling me, oh, you should have, assuming it had an NVIDIA GPU, oh, you should have the proprietary NVIDIA GPU drivers installed. They don't support Wayland. Assuming I had one, it would be like a Quadro from 2010. Those don't support Wayland. Like, at all. I think the oldest cards that support Wayland with the proprietary drivers, is it Maxwell? It's like Maxwell or Turing, something like that. Like, much newer than anything that would have been even remotely a thought in anyone's mind back when this laptop was actually made and actually released. So no, that was not a problem. Also, for all the people that are like, oh, why didn't you buy a ThinkPad? It's because all of you keep talking about how great ThinkPads are. If I was to get a equivalent performing ThinkPad, it probably would have been 3 or 4 times the price because people know ThinkPads are great devices, so they are wildly expensive for what they are because there's not new old ThinkPads being made. So any that exist on the market are getting fewer and fewer and fewer, and you're not picking up like a good condition $40 ThinkPad from 2010. Like that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you might find some like just ruined device that you got to spend a bunch of money on. I'm not doing that. The only problem this device has is the battery's old. It holds a charge, but it's an old battery. Also, the scroll lock key is broken. I can still press the little membrane thing, but the key itself is broken. Who fucking cares? Literally, who fucking cares if the scroll lock is broken? The touchpad's also a little bit jank, but it might just be the drivers being jank. I don't actually know. I can just use a mouse. Not exactly a big deal. But there will be more videos with the shitty GPU, with the shitty laptop. There will be videos with the NVIDIA GPUs at some point. I just need to get around to doing those. I don't know what I'll do next. What I do know is there's been a lot of shit going on, so I've just not had time to do it. That's pretty much it.